welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Cara here from The Sleep Method. I have made so many mistakes on my way to setting up my business that I thought it would be really helpful to go through them because, I'm still making mistakes and we have to have an attitude of being able to learn from mistakes and hopefully moving on from them. But I wanted to talk you through the top three. I will save all of them probably for my students and graduates when we do our private podcast on a Monday. We do our Monday morning booster. The first one is all about data. I never used to use data to look at my business and figure out where I needed to work a bit harder or work a little bit less. So there's nothing worse than putting loads of effort into Facebook if actually most people are finding you through Instagram, for example. And by logging data, and for our sleep coaches, that's actually all about logging how many people they're getting for discovery calls, how many of those discovery calls are then becoming clients. All of that data is really important, and also understanding where we found that client from is also very important. If actually workshops are incredibly successful for our students, then they need to spend more time there. If it's social media, they spend more time there. But I used to do so much by just kind of guessing, and I would sit down and think, I don't really know what I'm doing today to work on my business. But when I started actually every Monday sitting down, doing my my spreadsheet, and it's a really basic spreadsheet, it really changed how I worked in my business. The second thing was actually about my emotions. I am quite an emotional person and I'm very empathetic, so I feel everyone else's emotions just like they're happening to me. And actually, when we run a business, this is one of the biggest things I learned, was not to make decisions based on my own emotions. And I have this kind of mantra now in my head. Is this good for the business? Am I doing right by the business? If I am, it's probably not really a mantra, is it? But it's something I literally now live by. Am I doing what's best for the business? Not for me necessarily, although actually sleep coaching is a service-based business. You work for your company. And this is particularly true if you go limited. You aren't just you anymore. You work for your company and you have to look after the needs of the company. And that can be really, really hard. You've got to make much tougher decisions. You can't let your emotions rule your head. And that, for me, was a really challenging part of the job. And the third thing I learned is that actually you can't just do something once and expect it to be a success, and being okay with something being a flop. So a lot of us we kind of just want everything immediately. There's a great quote, and I can't remember who wrote it, but it says basically, you can't expect to plant a seed and for the tree to grow immediately. Like, trees take time to grow. A lot of trees, like fruit trees, you won't get fruit from them for like 5 years. And that is quite like a business. And it's not saying you won't make any success in the first year, you absolutely will. And if you've got the right drive and passion, absolutely. But it takes a lot of consistency, and it's not just about, right, okay, I put a post onto Instagram, where is everyone coming from? Why have I not got clients? It's about actually turning up consistently, even when you think no one is listening or watching, because actually people are, and you are constantly warming them up. So for me, it's actually about having maybe like a handful of really good marketing tools for my business and repeating them and doing them consistently and turning up. Doing something once is actually not going to help me grow my business, and also changing things up all the time doesn't help either. I have learned so many more things, but I thought I would start with the top 3 things that I've learned. If you want to find out more, you can subscribe to my channel, but you can also download our sleep coaching roadmap, which is basically a breakdown of how you can become a sleep coach and what journey that might take you on. Also, you can watch our masterclass. So it's totally up to you. That's free as well. And that will give you an even more in-depth look at our course and what it's about, and if we are a good fit for you and what you're looking for. Until then, I will see you next time. Take care.